Okay, we're not streaming live. Good morning, everyone. The 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Tenisha Yancey. While court is in session, there will be no talking, no lying down, no eating, no wearing of any head garments unless it's for religious purposes only. There will be no chewing of any gum, no reading of any material, and you must be dressed properly. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Good morning to everyone in the virtual courtroom as well. Good morning, Mr. Goff.
No. That's it.
Are the parties ready on the Damon Boyden matter?
Attorney Daniel?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Ready to proceed on Boyden. Now calling the people versus Damon Boynton, ticket number SP 142-93911. Please state your appearance for the record.
Your Honor, good morning. Daniel Haji, P63815, appearing on behalf of Mr. Boynton.
And Mr., I believe is it Haji?
Correct, Your Honor. Said it very well.
Thank you. So you are here today on for a hearing for the stipulation that you are asking to be withdrawn or responsible plea to be withdrawn.
That is correct, Your Honor, to withdraw his responsibility plea and enter a plea of to dismiss the original charge to blockading.
Okay. Initial charge, the original charge was speeding 1 to 5 over. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Got it. All right, so the court will withdraw the responsible plea to 1 to 5 over and enter a plea to of responsible to blockading, assess a fee of $175. Does your client understand that there will be a different fee involved, or has he already paid?
He's already made a payment, I believe, of $125, Your Honor. He will make another, I have authority and consent from the client, and he will make the additional difference payment.
$50.
Correct.
And will he be able to do that within the next 2 weeks?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, then the blockading fine is gonna be $175 due on 4/11/23.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you, Latifah.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
You too. Good morning, Attorney Cameron. Are you ready to proceed on any matters? Attorney Cameron, if you're speaking, you're on
Sorry
mute.
about that. Judge, with your court's permission, I do have some matters ready to call.
Absolutely. Is there any particular order that you'd like to go in?
Well, I'd like to call John Betancourt first. He's a dismissal for valid documentation.
Okay, one moment. Give me 1 second, Ms. Cameron.
Sure.
Vamos a llamar el caso del señor Betancourt. Where did he go? He was just here.
Let me see if this is him who's checked back in, Madam Interpreter, okay?
Okay.
Let's see if this is him.
What was the step for?
Right.
Ms. Karen, did you say this was gonna be a dismissal anyway?
It is.
Would you like to waive his appearance since he was here?
Yes, Judge, I would.
Now calling the people versus John Anderson Court, ticket number P1386334. One count of improper place. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with we'll start with the interpreter.
Good morning. Good morning, Your Honor. Just in case he's live on YouTube, I'd like to call the case. Este caso SP 1386341, las personas en contra de John Betancourt. My name is Antonia, Antonia. My last name is Vivian, Spanish English interpreter qualified with the state of Michigan.
And Mr. Betancourt, did you log back in? Do you guys see him at all?
Now, let me
I
see.
don't see him.
And I would like to add two counts to the record. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 3, driving unregistered untitled vehicle. The court does take note that Mr. Betancourt was in this.
There he is.
Here he is. Here he is.
Back.
Hold on.
Este caso tiene 3 cargos, placas inadecuadas, también no tener aseguranza y no registración. Oh, here he is.
Perdóname, es que se me desconectó el Zoom, no sé qué sucedió.
So I'm sorry, my Zoom disconnected and I don't know what happened.
No worries.
No se preocupe.
Can you raise your right hand, Madam Interpreter? Do you swear or affirm that you will, to the best of your ability, translate from English to Spanish and from Spanish to English?
I do.
Thank you. Today is the date and time set for a pretrial.
Hoy es la horario y la fecha para un prejuicio.
Your Honor, yes, Judge, as to the 3 matters pending before the court.
Sí, su señoría, los 3 asuntos que están pendientes en frente de este corte.
I am in receipt of a valid registration, insurance, and title for a 2003 Ford pickup vehicle.
Yo estoy aquí que recibí documentos válidos para aseguranza y registración y un título para un vehículo que es un Ford 2003, un pickup.
And based on that valid documentation, prosecutor has agreed to dismiss, will stipulate to probable cause at the time of the arrest.
Y cuando se presentó estos documentos a la fiscal, está de acuerdo de renunciar estos casos con la causa probable.
The court takes note that an officer of the court has verified valid proof of insurance and registration as well as a license plate.
Hay un oficial de la corte que está validando que hay documentos válidos para la placa y aseguranza y título.
It is in fact for the vehicle that it was involved in the incident that occurred 11/10/22.
Y esto es para el vehículo que fue envuelto en este asunto en el 10 de noviembre de 2022.
Therefore, the court will dismiss this matter without prejudice.
Entonces la corte va a despedir este asunto, este caso sin prejuicio.
You are free to go. That concludes your matter.
Usted está libre para irse. Todo se acabó ahora. Gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Your Honor, we have Tyler Butler. He's scheduled for trial today. I don't believe the officer appeared. So we'll be asking for a dismissal on that matter.
Mr. Butler in the virtual courtroom.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna do this one, and then I believe I have an in-person hearing to do, Ms. Cameron, just so you know.
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, Judge, I did not hear that.
I will do this one, but just so you know, I have an in-person hearing to do after this.
Oh,
So give me-
okay, no problem.
give me-
Yes, absolutely, Judge, I'm sorry.
Your Honor, just as a matter of a heads up, is that in-person matter Fletcher Brown? Because he's in the
Yes.
breakout room. I think you may have a probation officer there.
Yes, the probation, yes.
So I haven't seen the report. I have not discussed it with Mr. Brown. I just got in a breakout room with Mr. Brown. So
Okay.
I'm gonna need a few moments. I need the report so I can discuss what the report says with him.
Madam.
Maybe she's referring to a pre-sentence or assessment, but he's on probation. He's
The
actually.
probation report is what she's asking for.
I understand that. I don't know if he's in compliance. I know nothing about what's going on before we go on the record.
Okay, be prepared.
Okay, I need to speak with her.
Are you able to go onto Zoom and speak to her in a breakout room?
Or can I call her? I want all of.
All right, Madam Clerk, I'm gonna chat you my phone number to give to the probation department.
Not a problem.
Thank you. I just don't want to be unprepared on the record.
Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Gayden Robinson. Give us just a moment and she'll get the number to
Okay.
the probation officer. And we're ready, you said Mr. Butler.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Judge.
I just want to verify that an officer is not in any of the rooms. Alrighty. Now calling the people versus Tyler Scott Butler, ticket number X 413-3689, one count of reckless driving. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Yes, Melinda Cameron appearing on behalf of Tyler Butler. Mr. Butler, state your name for the record, please.
Tyler Scott Butler.
Your Honor, at this time, this matter is scheduled for trial today. The officer did not appear. It's 10:15. We're asking the court to dismiss the case. We understand it's without prejudice, which means it can be reissued, and I've advised Mr. Butler of that.
Okay, Mr. Butler, I do not want you to affirm these allegations at all. However, I am going to say if the allegations are in fact true, I would like, I'm respectfully requesting that you drive more cautiously. Reckless driving can cost someone their life. It can cost you your life. I'm on the street with, my family. My families are, all of our families are driving out there, right?
Absolutely.
And you
Absolutely.
driving recklessly is could possibly cost someone their lives, including yourself. So I'm just gonna say that. However, due to the fact that an officer has not checked in, it is now 10:16 a.m. This matter was set for trial for 9 a.m. The court will dismiss it without prejudice.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. And I do understand I have no justification for what I did. I just won't do it again. I
Mr.
appreciate you.
Butler,
Yeah, I don't want to hear what you did at all or admit. I don't want you're not admitting to guilt or anything of that nature. I'm just saying, if those things occur, don't do them again.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Judge, at this time, could we possibly call Victoria Brown?
Yes, ma'am.
Morning.
Good morning, Ms. Brown. One moment, please. Ms. Brown, if you have a television or something on in the background, can you silence it so that the court reporter can take good
I'm
records?
sorry, that's my son. Katie, be quiet. I'm in court. Be quiet for a minute.
No, because she's already on the bench, but I don't have any of those. I'm just gonna check one. No, she's right.
Now calling the People versus Victoria Lee Brown, ticket number 217-336-91. One count of no operator's license on a person. Ticket number 217-336-982. One count of driving unregistered or untitled vehicle, and ticket number 217-336-983. One count of no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record.
Yes, Melinda Cameron appearing on behalf of Victoria Brown. Ms. Brown, state your name for the record, please.
Victoria Lee Brown.
Today is the date and time set for arraignment on the bench warrant. Ms. Cameron, how would you like to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor, we'll stay mute on the bench warrants. Ask the court to set aside them at this time. We'll waive the reading of the complaint and warrants in each matter. Ask the court to enter a not guilty plea, and we do have a disposition.
Okay, the court will enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Brown. Also will recall any habeas.
Your Honor, oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry about that, Judge. My client's going to plead to one count of failing to display a valid operator's license. Upon acceptance of that plea on your count one to the reduced charge, the other two matters will be dismissed. We'll stipulate the probable cause on those two matters that are being dismissed.
Thank you. And Ms. Brown, you talked to Ms. Cameron in the breakout room. Did she advise you of your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
You're pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you raise your right hand? You swear affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes, ma'am.
You can put your hand down. Turn your attention to A, is the August 3rd, 2021, where you driving a Jeep, 2005 Jeep.
Yes, ma'am.
Were you in the area of Lakewood and Kirchville in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you do something that day to come in contact with Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
And when asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
No, I was not.
Satisfied, Counselor?
Defense is satisfied, Your Honor.
Court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Brown for failure to display a valid driver's license and assess a fee of $220. How soon do you need to pay that? Ms. Brown, how long would you need to pay the $120? Did she realize that we weren't done? Or was there a technical issue?
Yeah, her phone.
I'm sorry, did you call me?
No,
ma'am.
Ms. Brown, we're waiting
Oh.
to proceed with, I'm gonna give her a few more minutes to check back into the courtroom. I'm assuming that she had some technical difficulties considering the fact that I was in the middle of the sentence.
In the interim, Judge, if the court, oh, here we go.
I'll let her in. I think it's she's Zoom user.
And she can call in if she needs to.
She thinks she's.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
I'm so sorry. My phone hung. My phone died. I didn't know it was dying.
Okay, so, I was asking, you did hear me say that I was going to enter a guilty plea on your behalf for failure for the amended count of failure to display and assess a fee of $220?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how soon would you be able to pay the $220?
The 1st of April. I mean, I could put a, if I can put a payment of 100 down now, and then the rest on April.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you until May 1st to pay it in full. And you can do that however you choose. You can come down and enter into a payment agreement with the court. You can go on 36th District Court and just make partial payments until it's paid. All I ask is that it's paid in full by May 1st. If it's not paid by May 1st, you need to appear back here on this Zoom at 8:35 that morning.
Got it. Yes, ma'am.
You're all set. You're free to go. Have a good day.
You too.
Your Honor, could we call Ayana Brown? She's at work right now.
Yes, 1 moment, please. I'm gonna do Ayana Brown, Ms. Cameron, but I need you to give me a minute because I do still have this in person that I want to do, okay?
Oh,
Brown, Ms. Brown, I'm gonna do Ms. Brown, I'm sure other people are at work too. And so they're gonna hear me say because she's at work, and then everybody else is gonna say, well, I'm at work too. But I will do that one, but I need a moment to see. Well, did we get the probation report too? Yes. Okay.
Miss Cameron, did you do my no POs?
I don't know which ones they are.
Oh, okay. No worries.
Joe Bush, is he an attorney?
No, I'll put his hand there.
Now calling the people versus Ayana Elise Brown, ticket number P136. No, scratch that. Ticket number P1386607. 1 count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, 1 count of no insurance misdemeanor. Please take your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Yes, Melinda Cameron appearing on behalf of Ms. Brown. Ms. Brown, state your name for the record, please.
Ayana Elise Brown.
Your Honor, this date time scheduled for trial. The officer did not appear here today. Based on that, we're asking for dismissal of the matters, understanding that the dismissals are without prejudice.
All right, Ms. Brown, do you have any current car insurance now?
No, not yet.
Okay. I'm expecting that you do get them between now, well, hopefully I never see you again, but you need to get your car insurance immediately, and you are not allowed, you need to ensure that the person who you're allowing to drive your vehicle is a licensed driver and that they have valid driver's license, okay?
Okay.
This matter was set for trial for 9 a.m. The court has verified that Officer Whitehead has not checked in either virtually or via Zoom, virtually or in person. Therefore, this matter is going to be dismissed without prejudice. You have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Brown, you're free to go.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Are we ready on the in-person? Ms. Gaten Robinson, are we ready on the probation review?
Yes, Your Honor. We do also have a couple no POs. Do you want to get those out of here, or do you want to do the probation review?
I want to do the no POs first. Can you give me a moment, please? Sure.
Okay.
I do want to do the no POs first. And are there any officers that are here where the defendant didn't show up?
Yes, Officer Rule.
Who?
Officer Rule and then Officer Burke.
Did you let him? I just let him. Okay. been served. So D. Brown, the trial,
Yes.
and are we proceeding with the trial?
Um,
Councilors, are we proceeding on the trial on D. Brown? Will we be actually handling the trial today?
What's the first name?
No, they haven't checked in either. That's Dorothy Harris. No,
Wait, what about the trial? You did say
they're in person. That's Ms. Cole. That don't have nothing to do with these two.
with the person, the in-person trial.
Right.
Is he still? Is he still?
You call.
Officer Harris?
Yes, Your Honor.
Dorothy Brown has not checked into the court, to the courtroom, so you are free to go. We'll issue a bench warrant.
Okay, thank you very much and have a good day.
You too, thank you. Sorry, is there another officer that came in out of the breakout room? No?
They're not coming out.
Okay, which one of you want to do your no officers first?
I can go with my no officers, Your Honor.
Okay. What's your first one?
We have Mr. Boucher, and then we have Mr. Bevel.
Now calling the people versus. Now calling the people versus Joseph Daniel Boucher, ticket number SX 409918832. One count of speeding, 1.5 over, one count of no acts on a person. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Attorney Phyllis Gayton Robinson, P71733, on behalf of Mr. Boucher. Mr. Boucher, state your name for the record.
Joseph Daniel Boucher.
Your Honor, today is the date and time set for trial in this matter. The officer has not appeared and we're seeking a dismissal of this matter.
Matter was set for trial at 9 a.m. It's now 10:31 a.m. Officer Owen Hall has not checked in either virtually or in person. Therefore, these matters will be dismissed. However, Mr. Boucher, I will advise you, strongly advise you to ensure that you have your driver's license on you at all times, and of course, try to abide by the speeding law. You have a good day.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
What was the other person's name, Ms. Gayton?
Mr. Bevel?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, one moment, please. Is that Bevel?
LLE.
Oh, sorry.
He is under 9 a.m. He's the
Thank
second
you.
one under 9 a.m.
Thank you. Now calling Mr. Marcel Pierre Bevel, ticket number U 460-23318. One count of entering without permission. Please state your appearance for the record.
How you doing, Marcel? Oh,
Starting with the attorney, please.
Attorney Phyllis Gayton Robinson, on behalf of Mr. Bevel. Can you state your name for the record, sir?
how you doing, Marcel Pierre Bevel?
Today is the date and time set for trial. Ms. Gayton, are you ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor, we are prepared to proceed. Nonetheless, the people are not prepared to proceed as they do not have a complaining witness. And so we're seeking a dismissal of this matter.
Okay. The court takes note that it is now 10:33 a.m. This matter was set for trial at 9 a.m. I believe it's Officer Bingley or Ringley who signed this ticket. Either way, none of the officers on this matter has checked in either virtually or in person. Therefore, this matter will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Bevel, you know better than to enter somebody's property without permission, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You're not a teenager, so going forward, just make sure that you either have permission or stay off of other people's property. You are free to go, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Have a good one.
You too, thank you.
Thank you.
Any other, no officers, Gaten Robinson?
That is the extent of my no officers. I don't know if Ms. Cameron has any no POs.
No, mine have already been called. Thank you.
All right.
And the 2 officers have came in the main session. We stopped them though.
Corporal Rule and Officer, I don't know.
Bird.
Officer Bird. Okay. Brookins has not shown up, Officer or Corporal Rule, so you are free to go. We will issue a bench warrant. And Mr. Black has also not checked in, Officer Bird, so you are free to go. We will issue a bench warrant.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You
Okay.
too. Thank
you.
Thank you. All right, ladies, is it okay if I just, I'm actually gonna do the probation review and then I'm just going to go based off of who I have. Is the probation review Stephen Brown? No, it's Fletcher Brown. All right. And is Mr. Brown present in the virtual courtroom? Are you able to turn your camera on, sir? Was Mr. Brown's camera on when you talked to him, Mr. Gaten Robinson, Ms. Gaten Robinson? You both are muted.
Yes, Your Honor, his camera was on. Mr. Brown, I need you to unmute yourself and turn your camera on.
Fletcher Brown. Yeah,
Mr. Brown. Fletcher Brown.
Are you checking?
He's an old man, he's not. It was hard for us to even get him on mute. We had somebody.
Mr. Brown, if you can hear us and you're having an issue with unmuting or turning your, here, I'm gonna send you a note to unmute your phone. You did. And this is the last attempt that I'm going to make to have you call into the courtroom if you can hear us. Because even if your case hasn't been called, I expect you to be ready when your case is called. You can call the courtroom at 313-965-2291. Only Fletcher Brown is to call that number right now. 313-965-2291. Mr. Brown, if you are hearing this, please call now. In the meantime, I am going to call another case because we don't have.
Hello?
There we go.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, Mr. Brown.
Yes, ma'am. I'm not telephone savvy, so I had to get
realize
somebody.
that.
Ma'am?
Okay. You're fine, Mr. Brown. You're here now. We are now calling the People versus Fletcher Brown, ticket number Z8082261. One count of operating with the blood alcohol content of 0.17 or more. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Attorney Phyllis Gaten Robinson, P71733, on behalf of Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown, if you could just stand still and state your name for the record, we greatly appreciate it.
Fletcher Brown.
Today is the date and time set for a probation review. There's an officer here in person. Will you like to state your name for the record, ma'am?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Lori Bumpus on behalf of the Probation Department.
And I would like to start with is this a monthly reporting or review that is scheduled for? And officer, can you step over?
Yes, Your Honor, we hadn't set an exact timing on his case, but he was last before the court on January 26th.
Okay.
And at that time, the probation department did give the history on Mr. Fletcher Brown. I don't know if you recall, but I have
notes from the last one.
Okay, so Your Honor, since January 26th, he has tested positive again. He did test positive for cocaine and marijuana on February 13th of 2023.
And what's your recommendation?
Your Honor, Mr. Brown is a veteran. At this time, we're recommending that he be referred to the Veterans Treatment Court for an evaluation to determine if he is an appropriate candidate.
Your Honor, issues or concerns that I have are, one, Mr. Brown has a medical marijuana card, and I don't know if the probation department is aware of that, but he does have a medical marijuana card. And so I don't know how valid the testing positive for marijuana is with regards to a concern if he is medically allowed to take marijuana, because—
I'm sorry for interrupting, but I'm more concerned with the cocaine positive test.
I understand that, Your Honor, but it's my understanding that that was a one-time event. And when I spoke to my client about it, he believes he received some laced marijuana. So, I mean, if it has not happened multiple times, I don't know how valid it is. If it was that one time on February the 13th, and at the same time he tested positive for marijuana, my client's position that he received some laced marijuana would be a valid representation of what could have potentially happened, as we are well aware that that happens quite often. In addition to that, Mr. Brown has some major— Mr. Brown, you're going to have to stand still. You're making me dizzy. In addition to that, Mr. Brown has some major medical issues going on that, frankly, I don't know, because I'm the drug court attorney for Third Circuit Court. I know what type of strain and what type of time restraints and requirements specialty courts put on you, considering the fact that Mr. Brown is working and he's getting ready to start some major medical treatment. I don't know that he has the time to commit to Veterans Court. So I guess my first question is, how many test positives for cocaine has there been? And the one that because I know that the one he tested positive where there was marijuana present, he has a medical marijuana card. He got the marijuana from the wrong place. I will concede that, but he does have a medical marijuana card. So have there been multiple positive tests for cocaine that I'm not aware of? Because I'm only aware of one.
One is one too many. Mr. Brown, where did you get the marijuana?
But if it's laced, Your Honor, that's—
I can't, we have no factual, you have nothing to show, no evidence to show me that marijuana that he received was laced with cocaine. Mr. Brown, where did you get it from?
I got it off the street.
You got your medical marijuana off the street?
No.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I accept the probation officer's recommendation. Do we need to do an evaluation for him to be accepted into Veterans Court?
Yes, Your Honor, to see if he would be able to be accepted. If not, Your Honor, at this time, Mr. Brown has continually violated this court's order. He's, in my opinion, it looks like
a violation of probation.
Yes.
So those are your two options. Either I'm violating you or you're going to Veterans Court. We can get someone in here to do an evaluation to see if you're eligible for Veterans Court, Mr. Brown, but I'm not buying.
Okay, so I guess my question is, what are these multiple violations? Are they multiple violations that include cocaine, or are they multiple violations that include marijuana that he is medically allowed to use? Because that's important. What are the violations for?
Yes, Your Honor. Prior to being placed on probation at the time of an assessment, Mr. Brown did test positive at that time for alcohol, marijuana, and cocaine. Since being placed on probation, Your Honor, he also tested positive November 5th of 2022 and November 26th of 2022. On the 5th of November, he tested positive for cocaine and marijuana again. And then November 26th, he did test positive for alcohol. So this is his actual third time with cocaine in his system.
Can we get the probation, the veteran support person in, please, for the evaluation? Mr. Gang Robinson, would you like to be, there for the evaluation, or would you like your client to do the evaluation in Zoom?
Your Honor, I'm house counsel, so I'm not assigned to Mr. Brown's case specifically. I'm his representation for today.
This is gonna happen now. This is gonna happen today. So, Mr. Brown, you can hold on for a moment. We'll recall your case once the person comes in from Veterans Court to evaluate to see if you are eligible for Veterans Court, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. If he can zoom in now. Yeah, okay.
Don't go anywhere, Mr. Brown. If you could just have a seat, I don't want you to turn your camera off. I kind of don't even want you to mute your phone. Have you figured out how to unmute?
Good morning. No, ma'am. Let me hit it again and see how I do it.
Your Honor, we
Yeah.
could just send him the prompts and the prompts
Yeah.
to unmute.
We'll send you a prompt to unmute, but don't turn your camera off, sir. Just stay right, but you can sit down though. Sit down. I think he's trying to say something. Would you like to come back? Or either, it's up to you. You can stay or you can.
It might take a while.
No, they said like 5 minutes.
Oh, they did?
Less than
Okay.
5 minutes. Yeah.
And then the evaluation is probably gonna take another 5 minutes. So maybe 10 or 15 time.
Okay, 15, okay, thank you.
Miss Cameron, where's she at?
I'm here.
There are a couple people in the later even rooms that I have not gotten to yet. Can you see?
That I would not know. I see Glenn
Maybe
Bentley.
last evening, even room.
That's the only person I see, Phyllis, is Glenn Brantley in 26.
I have not spoken to him.
Okay.
Can you speak to him
Yeah,
for me, please?
Yeah, the offer.
No, I have nothing. I haven't even gotten around to him. He was put in after we did the first round of people.
Okay.
Then we started going on record with the second and first round of people.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem.
Can we proceed on Stacy Burns?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm ready to go on the record for. I'm sorry, what name did you just say, Your Honor?
Stacy Lamont Burns. For pretrial.
I did not talk to Mr. Burns. That may be Mr. Cameron's client.
Okay, since we just let her
Who's
go.
that?
Stacy Burns.
Yeah, you can tell me which ones you have ready since we let Ms. Cameron go into a breakout room, or did Ms. Cameron go into a breakout room?
Not yet.
Okay, so I'm doing Stacy Burns. Ms. Gaten Robinson, you can go to the breakout room, yeah.
Okay.
Now calling the people versus Stacy Lamont Burns, ticket number P140. Mr. Brown.
Yes.
I muted your phone. You unmuted yourself. Do not take yourself off of mute until I call your case, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Not you, Mr. Not you, Stacy.
Oh,
Some people think that. Oh, but that is your feedback that I'm getting, Mr. Burns. You need to go to a quiet area and have a seat, please.
Your Honor, and that is Ms. Gaten's client. Unfortunately,
What?
yeah, he was in a even numbered breakout room, but Mr. Barnes, did anybody discuss an offer with you?
No, they just told me to show my insurance paperwork on the 29th.
Did you show it to her?
No, I haven't spoke to no one today.
Okay.
Were you in a breakout room?
Yeah, I was in a breakout room, but I was in there for like 40 minutes and I just came back to the courtroom. So this is my first time speaking to someone.
Wait even longer because you didn't follow the instructions of the court. There's two attorneys, there's about 50 defendants that they see. The court clerk told you it's going to be a while, but stay there. Now that you've come out, you're back at the end of the line for them to go back into the breakout room to talk to you after they talk to people who checked in after you. You know what I mean? So now
Yes.
there's nothing I could do. You have to go back to the breakout room, sir.
Mr. Barnes,
Okay.
I'm going to put an email address in the chat. I want you to send me a copy of your valid insurance to this email address. And then we can resolve your matter. Okay?
And
Thank you,
I
sir.
put him in breakout room 27.
That's perfect. Thank you.
Okay, because he's still gonna need advice of rights.
You wouldn't. No. She's not here. They let her. Mr. Burns, go ahead and go into the breakout room 27, sir.
Okay.
Are we ready on bed good by any chance, Ms. Cameron? Or you want to tell me who you
Let me
do have?
see. Let me see. I have Mr. Boyer. He's going to be a plea.
All right, Mr. Boyer, please turn your camera on, sir.
Take your hood off, sir.
Mr. Boyer's in the hospital, so.
Hi, Mr. Yancey. Oh, you're not. Yeah. Mr. Brown, I need you to sit down, sir. Sit down. As if you're in court. Fletcher Brown. Hi, Mr. Yancey. We have Fletcher Brown here, who's going to be evaluated for Veterans Court.
Yes, Your Honor.
Madam Clerk is gonna put you in a breakout room momentarily. Give her a couple minutes.
Okay, thank you.
And Ms. Cameron, give me one moment because there's a count one on his ticket number ending in 1877 that's not on the docket. I want to see if it should be on the docket with the rest of these.
Okay, thank you.
You see.
No insurance count one, ticket number P120187.
It's closed. It's back in 2021. Yeah. I don't, they took a plea. I didn't know. I guess. Couldn't answer that. Sorry. He took a plea for count two. He owed money on count two, that's why. He owed for count two.
Mr. Goss, that was the gentleman that had the valid driver's license and 3 other tickets up today. Okay.
just that one, which is the improper
Ms.
placement.
Cameron, off the record, what are you asking, what are you gonna ask for this, for this matter?
I was offered a reduced plea to improper plates on Mr. Boyer, dismissal of the other 3 tickets. He does have a valid driver's license, so the plea would be to improper plates according to Mr. Goss. Thank you.
But he still has an outstanding balance on. There was one of these matters that he had already been adjudicated, and he went into warrant status on it for not completing his payments. And so that's still gonna be his responsibility to pay those outstanding matters, okay?
Yes, Judge, that's fine, thank you. We just asked that that matter be adjourned to the return date.
Mr.
Payment.
Mr. Fletcher Brown, you have a prompt on your screen to join a breakout room, sir. You have to accept it. Accept the prompt to go into the breakout room.
Here we go.
Okay, Mr. Yancey, you'll go into the breakout room with Mr. Fletcher Brown now. Now calling the People versus Cornelius Lamar Boyer, ticket number P11725995. 1 count of driver's license expired, 1 count of no insurance misdemeanor, 1 count of driver unregistered or untitled vehicle, ticket number P1201877. Count 2 is no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record.
Yes, Melinda Cameron appearing on behalf of Mr. Boyer. Mr. Boyer, state your name for the record, please, sir.
Cornelius Boyer.
Your Honor, Mr. Boyer is going to plead to reduced charge of improper plates. Upon acceptance of that plea, I believe the rest of the matters that are pending before the court today are to be dismissed. Mr. Boyer, I don't know if you heard the court, but you have an outstanding matter that you have not paid and is currently in warrant status. I'm going to ask that the warrant be recalled on that matter, that he be given additional time to pay on that.
Okay, and I just want to make sure that the record reflects that it's not in warrant status, but he does owe $358 on it. And I believe I stated that the last time he was here. Did you make any payments since then, sir?
No, because I actually just got paid yesterday, so I was going to come down today, but I ended up having to come to the hospital. So, but I do have the money to put on it today, at least $150.
You can make the payment online, and the one that you're pleading to, I'm gonna definitely set that one for review, but let's go ahead and go through.
Yeah, just keep that plea.
All right, Mr. Boyer, you had an opportunity to talk to your attorney and she advised you of your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Okay, I need you to raise your right hand, sir. Do you promise or affirm that the testimony that you receive, that you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Turn your attention to May 19, 2021. Were you driving a 2004 Pontiac in the area of East 7 Mile and Chrysler in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And were you pulled over by Detroit Police Department on that day, sir?
Yes.
And did the vehicle that you were driving have proper plates?
No.
Satisfied, counselor?
Yes, I'm satisfied, Your Honor. Thank you.
The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Boyer for improper plates on ticket number ending in 1877. Count 2 will be reduced to improper plates. In exchange, all of the matters on ticket numbers ending in 2595 will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Boyer, I'm gonna assess an additional fee, so you already have $348. I'm gonna go as low as I can. One moment.
Yeah, that's my fault. That's totally my fault. He was in the breakout room and yes.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm going back to Mr. Boyer. Mr. Boyer, I'm gonna go as low as I can on the fees that you have for the improper place and assessor fee of $190 in that matter, okay, sir?
Okay,
So I'm gonna enter a guilty plea on your behalf for improper place and assessor fee of $190. So now you have a total, I believe, I just wrote it down, I don't know if you with that, but you have, now you need to pay a total of $538.
okay. Well, I have 150 of it now.
So when you get out, and I'm gonna put this down the line, I'm gonna set this out, I don't know how long you're gonna be in the hospital, and I'm sorry that you're there, but I'm gonna set this for 30 days out, so that you can come down to the court to set up a payment arrangement, and your payment arrangement must be set by May 1st,
Okay.
okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm also gonna have you come back before me. Actually, I'm gonna actually have you come back before me on May 30th, okay, for a review to make sure that you set up that payment arrangement.
Okay, sounds fine.
You can come on Zoom at 8:35 a.m. on May 30th. So payment arrangement by May 1st.
Okay, okay, I got you.
And that's 220 on, I'm sorry, I said 190. 190 on this matter. And then you still have an outstanding balance of 348, a total of 538, and you're gonna make a payment arrangement for the entire amount and come before me on May 1st to make sure that you've done so.
Okay. All right, thank you.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I'm not aware if you called me. I had to step away for a moment.
I have not, I'm getting ready to call I think it's Barbary or Barbary. Counselor, did we bring them out of the breakout room?
Yep, I'm ready, Your Honor.
Okay. Now calling the. Thank you. Now calling the people versus the San Barbori. Please correct me if I'm pronouncing it wrong, Counsel.
Nope, I believe that's right. Good morning. It's Baburi, but good morning, Your Honor. Maxwell Dubin, P number 86012, standing in for Steve Mamet on Baburi.
Okay.
Your Honor.
Just for the record, this is ticket number P 1433956, count 1 excessive noise muffler, count 2 tinted windows, count 3 following too closely. How would you like to proceed, Attorney Dubin?
Your Honor, due to the fact that an officer has failed to appear, this is being a formal hearing, I would move to dismiss this matter, Your Honor.
Okay, the court will take note that it is now 11:04. I believe this matter was set for 8:30 a.m. trial or formal hearing. Therefore, this matter will be dismissed. Officer Ortiz has not checked into the courtroom either virtually or in person. So you are free to go. This matter is dismissed with no prejudice.
Thank you very much, Your Honor, and I hope all of you have a wonderful day.
You too, thank you. All right, now I'm ready. Ken Robinson or Ms. Cameron still back in the breakout and see what's up? Ken Robinson, are you ready to proceed on the matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't know who you're assigned to, so and when you both aren't in the room at the same time, I can't just call them the way I want to. So can you tell me who you're ready to proceed on?
Yes, ma'am. I have Ms. Bedgood, Jarita Bedgood. She's going to. Do you want me to give you a list of names or you want me to go one by one?
One by one, please.
Okay.
But Ms. Bedgood, could you turn your camera on and be prepared? Okay. Ms. Bedgood, can you turn your camera on?
Yes, I'm here.
Ms. Bedgood, you're gonna have to be still, okay, please?
I'm going to sit down now.
You moved to a bad spot though. Wherever you move to, you're in a bad spot.
How about now? How about now?
That sounds better.
Okay.
Your Honor, there is an offer on her matter for the no insurance to be dismissed and for the original speeding ticket to be reduced to limited access 6 to 10 over the 1 point offense.
Okay, now calling the people versus Jarita Lachey Bedgood.
What about
ticket number P? Ticket number P 1406164. One count of 11 to 15 miles over the posted speed. Also ticket number P 1406171. One count of no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your opinion for the record.
Attorney Phyllis Gaten Robinson, P 71733. On behalf of Ms. Bedgood, Your Honor, Ms. Bedgood has been made an offer she'd like to take advantage of. Ms. Bedgood, can you please state your name for the record?
My name is Jarita Bedgood.
Okay, the court has received the offer and you do understand and you are willing to accept the plea, Ms. Bedgood, for the civil infraction of 6 to 10 miles over with limited access?
Yes.
And Ms. Gaten Robinson, do you stipulate to the four corners of the ticket on a factual basis?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court would dismiss ticket number ending in 6171. No proof of insurance or no insurance misdemeanor would be dismissed without prejudice, and enter a plea of responsible on behalf of Ms. Bedgood for 6 to 10 over limited access. That fee is still $135. Ms. Bedgood, can you pay that within the next 2 weeks?
I'll be going back to work in a couple of days. I've been off because I've been sick. So can I get a little bit more time
If
just
you
in
don't
case?
pay it within the next 2 weeks, instead of paying $135, you'll be paying $175. So it's completely up to you that you can pay it late, but you're gonna be paying more. The later you are, the more you're gonna pay.
So Ms. Bedgood,
So it's, mhm.
so the court
So 2
statutorily
weeks,
can
say
give you 2
135?
weeks, or the state starts assessing late fees on it. If you pay it within the next 2 weeks, it's 135. If you pay it beyond that, it's gonna be 175, and then the fees keep adding on.
Okay.
Or you could
Okay.
just come down, before your 14 days is up and set up a payment plan, but so that way fees don't get added on.
Okay, I'll try to get it in within those 2 weeks.
Okay, if not, come down to the court and try to set up a payment plan. Bring something with you, maybe $50 if you don't have it all, and then ask to start a payment plan, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, have a good day.
Wait.
You too,
No.
thank you.
I have, you're not the one that is able to do that, Ms. Gaten Robinson. Listen, Ms. Bedgood, no matter what you do, you need to either pay it by, regardless of how you set up your payment arrangement, it has to be paid by 5/1, May 1st, 2023. If it's not paid by that date, you need to appear back here on the Zoom at 8:35.
Okay.
Thank you. Now you are free to go.
All right, thank you. Y'all have a good one.
Bye.
I apologize, Your Honor. I thought you were finished.
No. You actually had cut me off and I just went on and let you talk to her, so that I wasn't, I was actually in the middle of it, but I was okay.
I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. Are you ready to proceed on your next matter?
Yes, Justin Brown.
You know what? We had got ready to call Stacey Burns, right? And one of you said that it wasn't yours, but then Ms. Cameron said that it was yours. Can we figure out what's going on with Mr. Burns? Because I would like to call his case. I had it sitting off to the side.
Judge, I did go into breakout room with Mr. Barnes. I saw valid documentation. That will be a dismissal.
Okay. Oh, I remember what happened. He came out of the breakout room before he had an opportunity to talk to Ms. Gaten Robinson. Okay, got it. Give me one moment, please. Now calling the people versus Stacey Lamont Burns, ticket number P14059611, one count of no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your opinions for the record, starting with the attorney.
Yes, Melinda Cameron appearing on behalf of Mr. Stacey Barnes. Mr. Barnes, state your name for the record, please.
Yes, Stacey Barnes.
Your Honor, I saw valid insurance for a 2013 Ford Fusion. Expiration date May 10th, 2023 for the vehicle. I'm asking the court to dismiss the matter at this time. We'll stipulate to probable cause, and we're asking for a dismissal based on valid documentation.
Okay, the court takes note that an officer of the court has verified valid insurance for the 2013 Ford that was in question on that day. Therefore, this matter will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Barnes, I am going to strongly advise you on May 10th, because it's coming around real quick. Start saving up a couple dollars here and there, because when it expires, you need to have that renewed, okay?
Okay,
You are free to go.
right, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day. Mr. Yancey, we ready to go on? We're ready to proceed on Mr. Brown. Wait, did you tell Mr. Brown to come back into the main session?
Yes. I told him to come back to the courtroom.
Ms. Gaten Robinson, can you go back and get Mr. Brown and explain to him how to come back to the courtroom?
Sure, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am.
Can I just find out if people are this?
Not really.
Okay.
Is Mr. Goss expected back into the courtroom?
You want to call him?
He's not expected, but do you need him?
Yes, I do. I have a gentleman that Ms. Gaden didn't have a chance to talk to, and I don't have an offer on it, so.
Do you have his phone number? Can you call him?
I don't have his phone number, but if you'll give it to me, I'll be glad to call him.
I'm chatting you now.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Now recalling the People versus Fletcher Brown, ticket number Z8. You know what? I'm so sorry. Court needs a 2-minute recess, but I need you.
Hello.
Just mute your device, Mr. Bettles, until it's your turn.
Yes.
Mr. Brown is back, Your Honor.
Ms. Gaden, I was just calling Mr. Goss to get an offer on Biddle.
Thank you so much, Ms. Cameron.
Okay. Mr. Yancey, I am ready to proceed on Fletcher Brown if you're ready. I'm sorry. Now
Yes,
we're calling Mr. Fletcher, the People versus Mr. Fletcher Brown, ticket number D8082261. Please restate your appearance for the record, starting with the officer in the courtroom.
Yes, again, for the record, Your Honor, Lori Bumpus on behalf of the Probation Department.
Mr. Yancey.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor,
Yes.
Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Veterans Court, Your Honor.
Ms. Gaten Robinson.
Attorney Phyllis Gaten Robinson, P71733 on behalf of Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown, state your name for the record, please.
Fletcher Brown. Fletcher Brown.
So today was the date and time set for a review. We did go on the record with Mr. Brown earlier today. We realized and we received a report from probation that Mr. Brown has continuously violated probation by testing positive for alcohol and cocaine. We will acknowledge, as Ms. Gaten Robinson so advocatively stated, that he does have a marijuana card. However, I am not familiar with any cocaine cards in the state of Michigan. Therefore, I would like to refer him to Veterans Court so that he can work on the substance abuse issues that he may have. Mr. Yancey, do you have a recommendation for that?
He's smoking.
Wait, time out. Mr. Brown, are you smoking?
A cigarette, yes.
Mr. Brown, you're in court, sir. Whatever you would do, whatever you wouldn't do if you were sitting right here in my face, you will not do on the Zoom.
Well, thank you very much, ma'am. Appreciate it.
Mr. Yancey.
Your Honor, I did talk quite extensively with Mr. Brown. We talked about all kinds of things that the court would have had us talk about, and he, for one thing, he would not be able to use marijuana in our Veterans Court program. So that causes some concern for Mr. Brown, causes great concern for him. And he disclosed about some medical procedures that he's due to have soon, but he could not use that substance in our program. Our program would probably be quite beneficial to him, but we have certain federal standards that we have to abide by, and he wouldn't be able to use. His marijuana card would not be honored in our program.
I'm actually very familiar, and I completely forgot about that from the legislature, from my time in the legislature. So unfortunately, Mr. Brown, you are not eligible for Veterans Court, and thank you, Mr. Yancey, for the evaluation. I apologize for the.
No, thank you for calling me.
The court is going to set this matter for in-person review on April 12th, 2023. Mr. Brown, you need to show up in person here in my courtroom number 335 on April 12th, 2023, sir, at 9 a.m.
Would I get an email or something in the mail for that, ma'am?
No, sir, you need to put it in your cell phone or write it down, take a picture, do whatever you need to do to know that you need to be here in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today at 9 a.m. 4/12, April 12th, 2023.
Excuse me, ma'am, can I get a pencil and paper so I can write this down?
Sure.
You say April
12th, 2023 at 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
Courtroom 335.
335. April 12th.
Yes.
1923 at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, sir.
April 12th, 9 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
In person.
Yes, ma'am.
You have a good day, sir.
Yeah, bless one too, and peace and grace be with you.
You as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, officer.
Thank you, Ms. Bumpus. Bye.
Mr. Biddles, will you please go to room 19, please? Accept the prompt for room 19. Thank you.
Ms. Gaten Robinson, who are we ready to proceed on?
I'm sorry, how do I do?
You have to accept the prompt, Mr. Biddles. There's something on your screen that says join breakout room, and you can click on there to join the prompt.
There we go. You want that.
Ms. Gaten Robinson.
Your Honor, we're going with Justin Brown next.
He's here, I'm sorry.
Page 6. Thank you. I'm gonna fax it to you.
Okay.
Scan it over.
Or email, yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah.
It's only 2.
Just curious.
No, put them back in there. Yeah, put them back in.
This one too.
They might be in warrant status. They might be in warrant status. They highlighted it. You know, let me see. I think they are. Well, see, anytime you see them in, a lot of them do be warrant status. Okay, yeah.
You want to take this one?
Oh, you don't, what's that?
I don't
Who was that for?
know, same person.
Oh, you can put them back. I'm just gonna tell you which ones,
Oh,
which ones we have.
Ms. Gainer Robinson, unfortunately, Mr. Brown has a few that may be in warrant status, and I want to check the system to see how many he has. Do you have anything else we're ready to proceed on while Madam Prosecutor, while Madam Clerk does that?
Yes, Your Honor. Can we do Mr. Benson, Avion Benson? He has his documentation of his registration, so I will be seeking a dismissal of his matter.
Now calling the people versus Avion Gregory Benson, ticket number P 1395024, one county driving unregistered or untitled vehicle. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Attorney Phyllis Gayton Robinson on behalf of Mr. Benson. Mr. Benson, please state your name for the record.
Avion Benson.
Your Honor, Mr. Benson has provided documentation of his registration. It does not expire until 6/30/23, and are asking that this matter be dismissed for proper documentation. We will stipulate the probable cause.
Okay, is that for the 2003 Black Buick?
Yes, it was a Buick's registration.
Okay. So it appears that he has perhaps 2 tickets that are in default that he may need to pay. He needs to check on those at the at 36th District Court to make sure that he pays those. However, due to the fact that he did provide an officer, the court has verified that he does have a current registration for the vehicle in question. This matter will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Benson, please call the court to start making payments on those other 2 matters. I believe that they occurred on the same day.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, would the court consider setting aside the defaults? If they were tickets from the same day he got this ticket?
Ms. Gainer Robinson, can you call the courtroom? I have a question for you, but I will consider it, but call the courtroom. I have a question.
What's the last 4?
2291, 52291.
Mr. Benson, I'm gonna need to speak to you really quickly in a breakout room, okay? So I'm gonna send you a prompt and you're gonna go to that breakout room, okay? You should see a prompt on your phone to join breakout room 3.
Ms. Cameron, you ready on anything?
Yes, I'm ready on Clifford Biddles.
And then who has Glenn Brantley?
I think Miss Gaden does. I think Miss Gaden has everybody else at the other 3 pre-jals.
Hello.
Mr. Biddles, please wait till the court calls the case, please.
Okay.
Oh, so this is, now calling the People versus Clifford Lucas Biddles, ticket number SP 1385721, one count of expired plate, ticket number 1368574, and one count of driver's license revoked, and ticket number SP 1368722, one count of non-proof of insurance. Please state your appearance for the record.
Yes, Melinda Cameron appearing on behalf of Mr. Biddles. Mr. Biddles, state your name for the record, please, sir.
Clifford Biddles.
Your Honor.
How do you want to proceed, Mr. Kim?
Your Honor, there's the recommendation that if he pled guilty to 1 count of failing display, the other 2 matters would be dismissed. I also saw valid documents for the registration and insurance.
Other 3 matters though, right?
There are 3 matters.
So if you please to the FTD, there's 4 matters in total. If he pleads to the FTD, the other 3 matters will be dismissed?
Yes.
And he has a valid plate?
He has a valid plate, and a valid registration and insurance for the vehicle.
Okay. Mr. Biddles, you had an opportunity to talk to Attorney Cameron in the breakout room. Did she advise you of your rights?
Yes.
Did you understand your rights?
Everyone,
Yeah.
here. No problem.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
You pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, I did not have a proper valid license.
Are you satisfied, counsel?
I am, Judge. Thank you.
The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea for failure to display on behalf of Mr. Biddles an excessive fee of $220. Mr. Biddles, can you pay that within the next 30 days?
Yes.
pay it by May first, you need to appear here on that, on this Zoom at 8:35 a.m. on that Zoom.
Okay.
All right, you are free to go.
Thank you. Y'all have a wonderful day.
You too.
Your Honor, I would like to join breakout number 3 with Ms. Gaden right now so I can get the offers on the other 3 people and place them on the record. I'll be right back.
Okay. Mr. Brown, Justin Brown, just so you know, we are waiting for the prosecutor to come in on your other matters that are in warrant status. I'm gonna set aside your warrants when we do go on the record for you. But we need to know what we're going to do with those cases, and the prosecutor has to give you an offer for those.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Dana Robinson, who are we ready to proceed on?
Your Honor, I'm giving Miss Cameron the offers that I have for the other individuals. Jonathan Green.
Okay.
And I'm calling Mr. Goss about Mr. Benson's matter.
Okay. Oh, 255.
We have to wait for this. I just emailed her. I emailed her, but I can't find her number for some reason. I had it. Oh, there she is.
Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
I apologize. Madam Court Reporter, court is gonna take a 5-minute recess if you need to take a break.
Oh,
Ms.
okay,
Cameron,
thanks.
we're gonna take a 5-minute recess for a matter that we have a trial that's getting ready to take place in my courtroom, so we're gonna take a 5-minute recess.
Okay, thanks, Judge.
Madam Court Reporter, we're back on the record. Now calling the People versus John Bryce Bedsworth, ticket number 718612. Please state your appearance with the record, for the record.
Public Law on behalf of the people, P318888.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Alexandra Miller, P86290, on behalf of Mr. Bedsworth, whom I believe is on Zoom. Is he back on Zoom?
Mr. Bedsworth, are you on Zoom?
Star 6 to unmute, sir.
He's not muted. At least on our end. Now press star 6 to, please state your appearance for the, please state your name for the record, sir.
John Bedsworth.
Today is the date and time set for trial. I believe, well, first of all, are you ready to proceed, Ms.?
Yes, Your Honor, we're ready to proceed. I have Officer Maxey with me and prepare for trial.
Mr. Bedsworth, this trial was scheduled to be in person. I remember telling you to bring certain documentation with you when you appeared in person because you were trying to explain things to me that I did not understand. And I said, that's okay, you should just come and you'll just be here in person on this date for a trial. We have, for the record, again, the APA is here. I'm sorry, will you state your name for the record, please?
Officer Karen Maxey.
We have Officer Maxey here in person. We have APA Cole here in person, and your attorney is here in person. So everyone understood that this was an in-person hearing except for you. Therefore, I am issuing a bench warrant, sir. You have a good day. That concludes this matter.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
I actually don't have the phone.
We have one more in-person hearing to call, ladies. Thank you for your patience, and then we'll return to you to finish off Mr. Brown, Vincent, and Bradley, I believe. But now calling the People versus Clay Anthony Burley, ticket number. Oh, wait. Ticket number P 136-44901, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number P 136-44902, accident. Blaring lights causing an accident. Ticket number SX 409-91832, no operator's license, and ticket number SX 409-91831, limited access 1 to 5 over. Please state your appearance for the record.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Alexandra Miller, P 86290, on behalf of Mr. Clay Burley, who I am waiving or requesting the presence be waived of, Your Honor.
All right, I want the record to reflect that there's only 2 matters being heard in this case today. It's SP 136-4490, count 1 and count 2. The other 2 matters, you can scratch those from the record. That is for a different defendant. Okay, today is the date and time set for trial.
That is correct,
and
Your
a
Honor.
formal hearing as well. How would you like to proceed?
Your Honor, at this time, defense moves for motion or moves for dismissal due to failure of the officer to appear.
Okay, today, the time was set for 9 a.m. for trial. It is now 11:55 a.m. The court will take note that an Officer Hunt has not checked in via Zoom nor in person. Therefore, this matter will be dismissed without prejudice.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
You are welcome. You're free to go.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank
Hope
you.
your day gets better. Okay.
It should. It should.
Repeating.
Oh, yes, it's P 86290.
House counsel.
Thank
we'll be
you.
ready to proceed on the. House counsel. Can you guys hear me? Can you, huh? Can anyone hear me?
I hear you.
I hear you, Judge. So, House Counsel, who are we ready to proceed on? You guys are muted. if
Your
you're
Honor,
talking.
Mr. Benson,
Okay.
I don't know if you all found other things for Mr. Brown, Mr.
We
Brantley,
certainly
Mr.
did. Mr. Brown has quite a few warrants that we're gonna set aside, and I can tell you what I believe what the prosecutor, has offered for him. Ms. Cameron, do you have any matters that still have to be seen, to be heard?
Judge, let me see. I think my other matters were called.
All of these remaining names, Your Honor, I believe were originally mine. Mr. Brand. We're ready for.
Okay.
Mr.
What I'm trying to do though, if possible, I don't know if you can give Ms. Cameron the offer for Ms. Brand, and I can tell you what we're gonna do for Mr. Brown, and you can take him back and break out.
Okay, that's fine.
What you wanna do for Brand and Benson if you can.
Yep, so Bentley is a FTD. Benson, oh, he's the blockading traffic. The defaults are gonna be set aside and blockading traffic is what he would plead to. The other 2 will be dismissed for proper documentation.
Did you please tell me
FTD and he said plead tomorrow.
Okay, so, so Ms. Gaden Robinson, I believe it's. So which one?
4 is 4.
And plus the thing that's gonna happen today. So in addition to the agreement that you already have for Mr. Brown, he has 4 matters that were in warrant status. He has a driver's license suspension, he has a no operator's license, he has a no insurance, and an unregistered untitled vehicle. Mr. Goff has agreed to do an FTD and improper plates. and dismiss the remaining.
Okay. Mr.
Okay?
Brown, we're gonna go into a breakout room. I'm gonna send you a request. Pay attention to your screen so that you
And
are
just
ready for that.
And just so you know, I do not remember what the original offer was, so bring that to my attention when we get back on the record for him.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Ms. Cameron, who are we ready to proceed on? Can we do Benson first?
We can do, well, Jonathan Brand is ready. That's failing to display.
Okay. Now calling the people versus Jonathan Lamont Brand Jr., ticket number P 1399749. One count of driver's license never acquired. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Yes, Melinda Cameron, appearing on behalf of Jonathan Brand. Mr. Brand, state your name for the record, please.
Jonathan Brand.
Your Honor, based on a discussion with the prosecutor, there's a reduction to failing to display a valid operator's license on the driving while license is revoked.
Okay. Mr. Justin Brown, you should have a prompt on your screen to join the breakout room with your attorney. Please join the breakout room.
It haven't appeared yet. I'm waiting on it.
I sent it. So touch your screen. There should be 4 squares. When you touch your screen on the phone,
Okay.
touch that. That'll get you to the breakout room.
Okay, thank you.
Back on the record for Mr. Jonathan Brand. Mr. Brand, you had an opportunity to talk to Attorney Camp, or one of the attorneys in the breakout room. Did they advise you of your right?
Correct.
I'm sorry, sir.
Yes,
Did you understand your right?
yes,
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea?
no,
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
yes,
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
yes,
Raise your right hand for me, please. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth and the entire truth?
yes,
Thank you. And turning your attention to November 9th, 2022. Were you driving a 2015 gray Dodge vehicle?
yes,
Driving in the area of Gratiot and East 7 Mile in the city of Detroit?
yes,
And you were pulled over on that day, sir? And when Detroit Police Department asked for your driver's license, were you able to provide one? Satisfied, counselor?
I am satisfied.
And Mr. Brand, I need you to say yes or no. When the officer asked for your driver's license, were you able to do so? I know you shook your head no, but can you say it?
I said no. I said
Okay.
no.
Okay, I couldn't hear you, and if I couldn't hear you, then my court reporter probably didn't hear you, and we have to make a record, okay? So the court is also satisfied and will enter a plea of guilty on your behalf for failure to display, sir, and assess you a fine of $220. How long will you need to pay that?
2 weeks.
Are you working?
Yes,
So you have, you can pay it in 2 weeks, and if you haven't paid it by May 1st, 2023, then you need to appear back on this Zoom, and I know you don't want to be on this Zoom all morning again.
no, it's not
All
right.
right. As long as you haven't paid, you don't need to appear, but if it's not paid, I expect to see you
Matter of
on
fact, I
May.
paid it next week,
What?
next week.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
I heard what you're saying. I'm paying it next week.
Sure,
I'll pay it next week.
you are talking to a judge. Will you please act with proper decorum? Thank you.
I'm not saying that I need you to pay it next week, and you paying it sooner is not gonna do you any good, okay? As long as you have it paid by May 1st, you're okay. What I'm saying is, if you don't have it paid on May 1st, then you absolutely need to be in this Zoom, or you will have a warrant for your arrest. As long as it's paid, you don't have to worry about anything that I just said. If it's not paid, then be here at 8:35 a.m. on May 1st. Are you rolling your eyes?
No, I'm not rolling my eyes.
You sure?
Yeah,
Because we can reverse all of this.
but I'm good.
Okay. Good luck, and hopefully you just have it paid and I don't have to see you on May 1st.
I don't want to see y'all no more.
Have a good day.
Wow. Your Honor, we're ready on Mr. Brantley.
Okay. Mr. Brantley, can you come into the camera, please, sir?
Good morning.
Good morning. Well, it's afternoon now. Thank you for your patience.
Okay.
It's been a busy morning for us today. Usually busy morning. All right, but we're calling Glenn Brantley.
Yes.
Now calling the people versus Glenn Brantley, ticket number P14000804. Count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2, expired plates. Please state your appearance for the record.
Yes, Melinda Cameron appearing on behalf of Mr. Brantley. Mr. Brantley, please put your name on the record, please.
Glenn Brantley.
Your Honor, as to the recommendation before the court today, Mr. Brantley is going to plead to 1 count of improper plates.
Excuse me. I had showed my insurance and registration to the other lady, and I got all that. Yes.
Hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ms. Gaten Robinson, are you aware?
No,
Mr. Brantley is supposed to be pleading to 1 count of failure to display. He did show me his registration and his insurance, and those 2 matters are being dismissed. Nonetheless, the driving while license suspended is reduced to failure to display per my conversation with Mr. Goss.
And that's who?
Mr. Brantley, I don't
think we have.
We don't have, wait, it's another page. Nope. I don't have to be matters on the docket for him. You have a driving while license suspended currently, sir?
No,
Hold
Judge,
on one second.
I think that was confused with Lejeune Brantley.
That's probably what it was. Yeah.
Oh, well, no, Your Honor, he has his insurance and his registration. So both of those matters should be dismissed. His
That's what he's
insurance.
saying.
Well, I have him down. I thought we heard this. I got him down.
His insurance is good from 12/15/2023 until 12/15/2024, and his registration is good for good until 6/2/23.
And that's for 2008 white Chevy?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so let the record reflect that this is Ms. Phyllis Gaten Robinson who is speaking, Madam Court Reporter, on the record for Mr. Brantley, and has verified that there is current insurance and registration on the vehicle in question. Therefore, this matter will be dismissed without prejudice.
Okay.
Mr. Brantley, you are free to go. Make sure you have those documents in the vehicle with you at all times, because I'm sure there's other things you would like to do this morning other than spend it on Zoom.
Yes.
Have a good day, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
So I can leave?
You are free to go.
Okay, thank you.
Call me back when I want.
Are we ready to recall Mr. Benson's matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
Recalling the people versus Avion Gregory Benson, ticket number P13950241, 1 count of driving unregistered untitled vehicle, ticket number P13950223, 1 of disregarding traffic control device, count 2, no proof of insurance. Please state your appearance, restate your appearance for the record.
Attorney Phyllis Gaten Robinson on behalf of Mr. Benson. Mr. Benson, please unmute your device and say your name.
Avion Gregory Benson.
And I'm going to correct the record. We have already completed ticket number P13950224 for the driving unregistered or untitled vehicle. We dismissed that matter without prejudice. How would you like to proceed on ticket number 1395023?
Your Honor, Mr. Benson, we would ask that the court set his defaults aside. I have spoken with the prosecution. He has no objection to that default being set aside. With regards to the insurance, Mr. Benson did show me insurance that covered the date of this incident. With regards to the disregarding the traffic control device, I believe it was.
Yeah.
That matter is going to be reduced to blockading traffic. Mr. Benson would like to take advantage of that. Is that correct, Mr. Benson?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you wish to plead responsible to the blockading, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
And you stipulate to the four corners of the document, Ms. Gaten Robinson, for a factual basis?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right. The court is going to accept a responsible plea for blockading and assess a fee of $175. Mr. Benson, you need to pay that within 2 weeks or that amount is gonna go up, okay, sir?
Okay.
You have a court date to review that matter on May 1st, 2023 at 8:35 a.m. However, if you paid it, you do not need to show up.
All right.
You gotta get it out.
Mr. Benson, you can pay that online or in person at court, okay?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
can pay it at the DivDat machines throughout the city, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, have a good day. Make sure you get it paid.
Okay.
All right. Your Honor, for the Justin Brown matters, can we please make sure that the new set of Justin Brown tickets are for Justin Alexandrian Brown?
They are.
Okay,
She
wonderful.
needs to search by his name, I believe, or his driver's license number. Is he saying he doesn't recall these?
No, Your Honor, because he has such a common name, I wanted to make sure we had pulled the right tickets because he has indicated to me that he now has a valid license.
No, we didn't.
We were gonna check and we didn't. Okay, he's good. You hear me? Ms. Gaten Robinson?
You're saying his license is good now, Your Honor?
Yes.
Okay, we just wanted to make sure. I was gonna have him check with the Secretary of State after everything is done.
We just checked.
So you're fine, Mr. Brown. You don't need to check with the Secretary of State once these are resolved, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, so now we're calling the people versus Justin Alexander Brown, ticket number XP 140-20002. One count of no insurance misdemeanor, also ticket number SP 140-20001, improper left turn. We are adding to this record ticket number P 101-4239, driving while license suspended, that is bench warrant, and ticket number 504939, no ops on a person, no insurance, and unregistered motor vehicle, also in warrant status. Please state your appearance for the record.
Attorney Phyllis Gaten Robinson, P 71733 on behalf of Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown, please state your name for the record.
Yes, Justin Brown.
Your Honor, Mr. Brown has been made a very generous offer on all of these matters. The first offer for the tickets that were on the docket because he did provide proof of insurance today. That matter will be dismissed. The insurance is from 12/15/22 until 6/15/23. The other matter for the improper left turn will be reduced to blockading traffic. Then with regards to the matters that are in default, if he pleads to one count of failure to display and one count of improper plates, all of the original matters will be dismissed as a direct result of the negotiations today. He will receive no points on his license.
Failure to display an improper plate,
Yes, Your Honor.
but he has valid license, so I'm gonna dismiss the no ops. The no ops and the driver's license is gonna be dismissed. I'm gonna do failure to display on the count 2 on 939. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay. All right, Mr. Brown, you did have an opportunity to talk to Attorney Gayton Robinson. She advised you of your rights
Yes, you did, Your Honor.
and you understood your rights.
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea?
No, Your Honor.
Or your responsible plea? And you're pleading guilty and responsible on your own free will?
Yes.
And you're pleading guilty and responsible because you actually are guilty and responsible?
Yes.
Please raise your right hand. You swear or affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes.
On August 9th, 2018, were you driving a black Chrysler vehicle, a 2006 Chrysler vehicle?
Yes.
Were you in the area of Burt Road and Pilgrim in the city of Detroit?
Yes, Your Honor.
And were you pulled over by the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
And was the vehicle registered properly?
No, I'm not sure it was. No. It was in my name. It was registered correctly. I think I didn't have the expired tags, maybe.
So you had improper plates on the vehicle at the time?
I believe so. It was some time back. Yeah.
And did you have insurance at the time?
No, no insurance.
All right, and then you, Andrew Robinson, do you stipulate to the four corners of the ticket on the blockade?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you satisfied with factual basis on the other?
I am, Your Honor.
The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea for failure to display and also enter a responsible plea for blockading. We're also entering a guilty plea for improper plates. I know I did that all over the place. So ticket number ending in 4939 will be dismissing count 1 without prejudice. Count 2 will be a reduced, we'll enter a guilty plea of reduced charge of failure to display, and count 3 reduced to improper plates guilty. And then on ticket number ending in 2000, we will enter a responsible plea for blockading. Mr. Brown, are you working currently?
Yes, I am. Full time.
Because of how many you have, I am going to do my best at reducing the amount of fees that you have. Madam Clerk believes that there was a better offer, so give me one moment.
Okay, thank you.
So this is a lucky day for you because my clerk remembers that because you do have the driver's license, we're dismissing both of those. And there's no longer a plea to the no insurance, that is going to be dismissed. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
And I'm still going to assess a fee of $190 for the failure to display ticket. And statutorily, you have a fee of $175 on the blockading for a total of $365. I'm going to give you 30 days to pay the $365. If you're unable to do so by May 1st, 2023, just zoom into this courtroom at 8:35 a.m. to get an extension.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. It will be paid.
I hope so, because you just got a whole lot of things done. Thank you for your wait. I guess for your wait, you were able to get a lot of things accomplished. I didn't want you to leave here with these warrants still out there. So good luck to you, and make sure that you have those paid by May 1st, 2023, or I'll see you on that room.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a
Have
good
a
day.
great day. Okay, you too.